Okay, so Active Directory tells you who everyone is. Group policy tells everyone what they can do. Password rules, drive mappings, desktop lockdowns, blocking USBs, you name it. All of it from one place, applied automatically to every user and every machine on the domain. Now here's the thing. Early in my career, I set up my first real GPO. I was on the help desk trying to impress, but I wiped out my IT manager's browser shortcuts. Every single one. I replaced the lot with the company intranet page that nobody asked for. More on how I pulled that off in a minute, because that's what today is, how group policy actually works, and how not to do what I did. So a group policy object is just a container of settings. You make one, you link it to part of your AD structure, and it applies on its own. Here's the bit that trips everyone up though. It's the order. LSDOU. Local, site, domain, OU. That's the order policies apply in. And the one that applies last wins. So an OU level policy beats a domain level policy. For the same setting, last one in the chain takes it. And honestly, that right there is about 80% of every "why isn't my GPO working" question on the internet. One more thing before we build anything, every GPO has two sides. Computer configuration, it applies when the machine starts, and user configuration, it applies when the user logs in. Know which side your setting lives on? I've watched people debug for an hour because the setting was on the side that hadn't even run yet. And hold that thought, the two sides thing comes back to bite me later. You'll see. Right, let's actually build something. Here's what I set up on TrevTech.local. 4 GPOs, the real ones you'll find in any small business, not toy examples. These 4 are the teaching core, the password policy, 12 characters minimum, complexity on, lock the account after 5 failed attempts. This one lives at the domain level. It hits every account, no exceptions. Number 2, the workstation security baseline. We've linked it to the workstation OU. It kills USB storage. It forces Windows firewall on every profile. And it also locks down the control panel for standard users and sets a standard wallpaper. Now those last two are user configuration settings. A GPO linked to an OU full of computers only runs its user side if you turn on loopback processing. I'll be straight, I learned that one the hard way. Flip loopback to merge mode inside that same GPO. And now the user lockdowns apply to anyone who logs onto a workstation in that OU, no matter what OU their account lives in. Alright, number 3, drive mapping. We've linked it to the user's OU. It'll map the S drive to a shared docs folder on DCO1 for every user at logon. And this is the one that users actually notice. They log in, the drive's just there. No one touching the machine, no manual setup. That's the magic moment that makes GPO click for people. Number 4, software restriction. This blocks executables running from the downloads folder. Simple, cheap, and a real first layer against someone double clicking the wrong thing. So 4 policies, and TrevTech.local goes from wide open to actually managed. Okay, so you built it. How do you know it's working? 3 commands. Learn these, and you've basically got the whole GPO debugging toolkit. GP update force. It forces a policy refresh right away. Don't sit there waiting for the 90-minute cycle. And if your settings are on the computer configuration side, add boot. Some settings only take on a restart. GP result. This one's your best friend. It tells you which GPOs applied, which ones got filtered out, and the important bit, why. Something's not working, you run this first before you touch anything else. Alright, the next one, GP result /H, and then the location. It spits out a full HTML report. Every policy, where it came from, whether it applied, open in the browser, send it to your team, done. And look, if I'd known about GP result before the intranet scenario, I'd have caught it in 30 seconds instead of finding out from the look of my manager's face. So, the intranet thing, let me tell you what actually happened. I'm new, keen, I've just learned GPOs, and I think I'm dangerous. The job was tiny, just push one bookmark to the team for testing. The company intranet, that's it. But I didn't link it to the team's OU. I linked it at the domain level, and I didn't add a bookmark. I had it set to replace the lot. Next morning, the whole office, every browser, every person, favorites gone, wiped, replaced with one intranet page that nobody used. My manager walks over, doesn't even say anything at first. He turns his laptop to me, all his shortcuts gone. It took me half a morning to unpick it, unlink it, rescope it to the right OU, force the refresh and walk around and checking people's laptops. And the whole time I'm thinking, one wrong link, one wrong setting, and it hit everyone. That's the power of this stuff. It's also exactly why the next bit matters. So, 5 things that get people, including me. Number 1, GP update force. Isn't always instant. Computer config changes need a reboot. Use/boot in the lab to actually confirm it worked. Don't just assume it applied because the command finished and the cursor came back. Number 2, conflicting GPOs. If 2 policies set the same thing, the one lower in the LSDOU order wins. Unless someone sets enforce on the high level GPO, then that one will override everything below it. So know your order before you start debugging, or you'll be chasing a setting that was never going to win. Number 3, link it where the object actually lives. Computers in the workstation's OU, link the GPO to the workstation's OU, not the domain root. Link it at the domain root and it hits everything. Users, servers, domain controllers, the whole lot, because I know. Number 4, security filtering. By default, a GPO applies to authenticated users, restrict the filter to a group, and if the object isn't in the group, that GPO does nothing. No error, no warning, just nothing. So when a GPO won't apply and you swear it should, check the security filtering tab first. That silent one catches everybody. Number 5, user settings. User settings on a computer, OU, do nothing. Link a GPO to an OU that only holds computers and its user configuration won't apply to anyone. The user's account lives in a different OU, so the computer never reaches those settings. The fix is loopback processing. Computer config to the admin templates, system, group policy, configure user group policy, loopback processing mode. Look that one up. Enabled or merge. This is the one that got me on the workstation baseline. You set the control panel lockdown, tested it, nothing. The settings are right there. The GPO is linked. Security filtering is fine, and it's doing nothing because it's a user setting on a box full of computers. Loopback to merge, GP update, log back in. Done. Now it works. Ask me how long that took me prior. So 4 policies, and TrevTech.local is now a managed environment. Is it worth learning? Yes. Honestly, this is the job. This is what sysadmins do daily to a degree. You write the policy once, you link it to the right place, and every machine in scope, the ones there now and the ones you haven't built yet, just get it automatically. Next episode, DNS and DHCP. Remember in episode 1, AD set up DNS for us automatically. Next video, we go back and actually understand what it did, because it just worked is fine right up until it doesn't. And then you really want to know how it works. Subscribe so you don't miss it, and tell me down below, what GPOs are you running in your own lab? I'll read every comment. I'm Trev. I broke it, fixed it. I'll see you in the next one.